Last weekend, a general authority for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, or the Mormons, made some pretty racist remarks.
I'm especially grateful that we could sing This Little Light of Mine. That's a song where white people try to sing like black people. I'm sitting next to our second counselor there on the stand, and he's singing This Little Light of Mine, I'm a gonna let it shine. And I went, dude, I wanted to turn to him and say, you know you're white. And he was saying, no, I'm an African slave is what I am. And he's singing Swanee River. And anyway.
He made an apology letter, and hopefully he is truly apologetic and holding himself accountable. What I want to talk to you about is kind of like the culture in the LDS Church and how it raises up people who think these kinds of racist ways, and they often do not even acknowledge that what they're thinking is racist. They truly believe that God leads their church, and that if God leads the prophets and the prophets say the black people are cursed, they will become lighter and white in heaven. They couldn't have the priesthood or temple blessings. They were basically not equal to other members until the 1970s. And even since then, there are members who still fully believe that those things were of God. God wanted the church to discriminate against black people. When you have this kind of culture in the church and this history and these beliefs, you're going to have some pretty ignorant people. After This Little Light of Mine was sung at the state conference, there were 3 speakers left. The last one was Kyle McKay. Each speaker got worse and worse with what they said. Most of the time they don't have to mention the song that was sung previously, but all 3 of these speakers had to mention it. And I think that there is some microaggression behind that. The first woman seemed to genuinely love the song.
We sang that song in a state conference a few months ago up in Owasso. And that stake, I just kind of giggle when I think about it because they were rocking and rolling with This Little Light. And I'm surprised they weren't dancing in the aisles.
The second speaker was her husband.
We sang This Little Light of Mine. I love to hear that song. Marion was talking about them rocking out when we sang at the other conference, and they did kind of really get into it. But when we sang it today, I noticed her toe tapping. So it's not just there too. She wanted to get up and kind of rock. By the way, I married a little Methodist girl, but she joined the church a year and a half or so before we were married and sealed in the Manti Temple. Now she did know all of those Methodist primary songs. This Little Light of Mine, I'm telling you, it was hard at getting her really truly into the church. But I had her set those songs, those primary songs aside from the Methodist church, and taught her popcorn popping, like every Latter-day Saint should know, to make the full transition into the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. But she tells me This Little Light of Mine was mostly in the Black Methodist Church. So I'm sorry that I embarrassed her in that way, not because she didn't know it really, but I wanted to tease her about it.
Okay, I don't know why he had to say that. Anyway, then the third speaker was Kyle McKay. It's not just Elder McKay that's in the wrong here. It's the church. It's the culture. It's just really weird that all 3 of those speakers got up and had to say something.